Hey all, how are y'all? It's me, Elaha. Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. So in this video, I wanted to take a break from doing like the heavier stuff and just go back to a chill video. So with that, I decided to do a video on a series that has been very influential in my childhood, and that is Descendants. So I'm going to be doing my unpopular opinions about Descendants, and before y'all crucify me, I have been a fan of Descendants since they first started teasing it back in 2015. Yes, I've been here since the beginning. I've watched Wicked World, I've watched the specials, and I've watched the movies to the point where I can recite a lot of scenes. Don't try it. So without further ado, let's get into my unpopular opinions with little context. So, my first opinion is Descendants 2 was the best movie, but Descendants 3 had the best soundtrack. Now, Descendants 2 was good in the points of plot, music, the style was a lot better, but the music in the middle of the movie is way better than the music in the beginning and end of the movie. But D3, like they just stepped it up. It was mostly bops from beginning to end. My second one is Mal and Ben had chemistry in the first Descendants movie, but not in the last two movies, because the first movie you could see it was there. Everything apart from the scene where she spelled him like girl, that wasn't cute. But everything up until, when they were on their first date and he came out of that enchanted lake and then there's actual feelings, like it was cute. But then the last two movies, like Mal just became so selfish and whiny. Like, you didn't know you spelled the prince right. You're gonna have to take some kind of responsibility. Then when Ben calls you out on that, you run away. Girl, are you dumb? Then, like, she would always get mad at him for the stupidest reasons, and then she'll just break up with him for what? My next one was Descendants 2 and 3 weren't as good at splitting the time up with the VKs, because in the first Descendants movie everyone got their own story arc, but with the last two movies it came more centered on Mal. They barely pay attention to Evie, Jane, and Carlos. Like, Mal was important, but so were the other three VKs. My next one, it just has to be said. Ben and Evie have more chemistry in Descendants 2 than both Ben and Mal and Evie and Doug. Like, I guess that's the only thing I can think Mal running away for, because, like, the chemistry between Ben and Evie was there, whether y'all want to deny it or not. My next one was one thing I didn't like how was basically Mal and Evie, they went from being best friends to, in Descendants 2 and 3, Evie had to basically look after Mal. She went from just like being Mal's sister and her best friend to being her nanny. She had to dedicate so much of her time to Mal's foolishness and selfishness, and I'm pretty sure Mal won't do that for her. Because the one thing Mal promised Evie in the third movie, she didn't do. Like, oh my gosh, she can be so selfish at times. Then, another one opinion that I have is that security guard that was watching the wand, Maleficent's scepter, the Queen's crown needs to be fired. Like, how is that sleeping spell not worn off? Sir, you need to go to the enchanted lake. Other than that, Beast is spending so much time on Uba and Maleficent, he should fire that security guard. My next unpopular opinion was Descendants 2's opening and closing songs don't fit well with the choreography. How is it that they have such fierce choreography, but like the opening and closing songs are so slow. Like, it's like they're singing lullabies. They're trying to put me to sleep. The music videos are so hype, but the lyrics are just not hitting. Like, come on now. Then this is just a fact. What's My Name is the best song in the Descendants franchise. I'm gonna say it again. What's My Name is the best song in the Descendants franchise. Like, China came into the Descendants series and she said, "Partner, let me upgrade you," and that's what she did. The best song in the franchise. Here's how it goes. Top 5. What's My Name, Chillin' Like a Villain, Night Falls, Queen of Mean, and then It's Going Down. No negotiations. Period. Then my next opinion. Then this is also a fact. Uma and Evie are the best characters because, like, they put themselves, they care about themselves, but they also put other people into consideration. They don't care about themselves, unlike Mao, which leads me to my next point, which is either Uma or Evie should be Queen of Ordon because they actually care about the people living there and aren't just out there for themselves, even after they weren't forced to do that. Then my next unpopular opinion was Jane and Carlos didn't really work. I feel like they just smushed them together in the second movie. Now, if they had sort of built upon this relationship in the first movie, I would have been like, yeah. But, like, they just forced them together and, like, I didn't see any kind of chemistry at all. I guess they were kind of cute, but, like, there was nothing building up to it, so. Then, this is pretty much obvious. The Ordon kids are just as bad as the villain kids, if not worse. Beast! But just because they're born in Ordon, they think they're all that. No. No. We're gonna drag y'all too, just like we're dragging Mao. My next unpopular opinion was, this boy was just a waste of space. Chad did not need to be in Descendants 2 or 3. He was important to the first movie, but I feel like they just kept him there as like a free check the last 2 movies, because the second movie, all he was just there to do was be annoying and call Audrey's name every 5 minutes he was on the screen. Then D3 is basically treated like a human puppy. Like, wasted space. It did not need to be there. And I used to feel some type of way of when they announced that Lonnie wouldn't be in Descendants 3, but she really didn't need to be in Descendants 3, so I was completely fine with that. Then another thing I want to add with the Ordon kids aren't as innocent. They like to use the VKs for their magic. Then all of a sudden when it comes to them being part of the events, y'all want to switch up on them. So fake. My next unpopular opinion was, I thought they were cute in 2017, but Mao's bangs were not cute. That was her worst hairstyle. They were not cute. My next unpopular opinion was, this is technically a fact, but Evie, Carlos, and Uma had the best style evolution from the first Descendants to the last 3 movies. Even though Uma was in Descendants 2, 3, her fashion evolution, like, yes. I don't know what they did with Evie the 3rd movie because there wasn't as much blue, but they definitely stepped it up with her every movie. Then my next unpopular opinion was, I shipped Jay with both Lonnie and Gil. We stand a bisexual king. My next one is the deleted Descendants 3 scenes would have made the movie much better. I'll see if I can link a video to the deleted scenes, because if I put one, this video will be too long. But a lot of the stuff, you just watch a trailer and then you watch Descendants 3 and then you're just like, huh? Because the deleted scenes helped the plot a lot more. My next one was, Dizzy and Celia should have had equal screen time. I hated that they just brought Dizzy there. She had like a minute worth of lines and then they just put her to sleep. Then Freddy should have been mentioned. If y'all watch Wicked World, y'all will know. But Freddy should be mentioned. Like, they just introduced Dr. Facilier's daughter and they acted like Freddy did not exist. My next one was, if they're gonna put them all to sleep, like Descendants 3, they did not need all those extra characters. It was the same thing with High School Musical 3. They just introduced all these new characters for them to do nothing. For what? That's a waste of space. My next one was, I wanted to chop off Doug's ponytail so bad in the third movie. He did not look good with long hair. Leave that to Gil and Jay, please. Then, my next unpopular opinion was, Space Between was the best duet, but Do What You Gotta Do was the most entertaining duet. That's all I have to say on that. My next one was, y'all should know this, but Beast was the true villain. He caused all this crap. Like, there's no denying. He caused all this crap. And Beast was the true villain. Like, you want to be pointing the finger at Maleficent and Uma. You're the reason why they're so mad, sir. Then, my next unpopular opinion was, Audrey had every right to be mad at Mal. Like, if she fumbled up my childhood plans, I would be mad too. I mean, like, I wouldn't punish all the townspeople for it, but Mal, I don't have fun torturing her. Yeah, sorry, all my recording cut out. But as I was saying, my next unpopular opinion is, Harry and Uma are the best ship in the franchise, point blank period, because Harry was always there for Uma was there for Harry, and how is it that they have more chemistry in Descendants 3 than Ben and Mal when they're literally engaged? Like, that's kind of sad. My next unpopular opinion was, even though Harry and Uma are the best ship, I must admit, Harry Hook is a thought. Harry Hook is a thought. How do you have the baddest girl clearly looking your way, and then you want to go flirt with girls? Taking girls at that. Like, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Pick one. Then, the boys should have sung more. Like, they all have such beautiful voices. They should have sung more. Then, I feel like My Once Upon a Time would have been a lot better if it was a duet between Mal and Uma. It sucks how the only duet that Dove and China have was in a short, and it was a freaking cover. Are you kidding me? Y'all couldn't write a song up for them, but y'all can write one for Mal and Evie. Like, I love a good frenemy song. Those always hit. Because My Once Upon a Time is giving very knockoff Sophia the First. It did not hit. Then I feel like they should have included a time lapse in between the 3 movies so we can know how long they've been in Ordon. Because, like, y'all can't stay 16 forever. Then I feel like the shorts that they have in between the movies are just for entertainment. They don't really move the story forward or anything. Then I'm on to my last 2. Oh, this is my last opinion. Never mind. I feel like y'all give Descendants too much hate. If Descendants was made around the time High School Musical was made, y'all would put it to that same level. I don't know why Descendants is any different. I feel like it can compete with High School Musical, soundtrack and plot-wise. Y'all just don't want to admit that. Well, anyways, guys, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My last video is in the description, and then I'll link some videos to the deleted scenes so y'all can watch that. And go follow me on my social medias in the outro. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!